Okay, we back. Let me drop this link. Oh, won't let me do it. Ah, okay. All right, we back. Wait for the homie to get back over here.
So, if some of you are concerned about the fact that big company.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what that was all about.
We've done your homework. Now that.
Bro, that was weird. That was the weirdest scenario right there out of everything that I ever seen, bro.
Yeah, for real.
What the hell was going on right there, bro? I don't even know what's going on. Like it was like the glitch, bro. The solar eclipse is messing up everything right now.
Real talk. It started doing that. As soon as I hit the live button, it won't start.
Yeah, that was incredibly terrible. Incredibly terrible. The viewers are like they're playing tonight.
Man,
There's a lot of stuff going on tonight too, man. Everybody got some stuff cracking tonight with their lives and stuff. But I thought we should do get it off your chest Saturdays, man. I thought that's what we should do tonight is get it off your chest. Like we need to talk about some things in this last week we want to address on here, homie, because there's a couple different things that need to be addressed, even with your situation. You know what I'm saying? I seen your live, and get it off the chest. And if anybody in the comment section or anybody viewing this wants to get something off their chest, you're more than welcome to pull up. You're more than welcome to come say what's up. Link will be in the description. It can be an open panel to you guys too. If you want to come say something, like if you guys have it in your heart and you want to let your nuts hang tonight, man, let's do it. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is about, man. What's up? What up, Big Jess? What's cracking with you, Rada? What's cracking with you, Daniel? What's good with everybody? Let me get this controller put on this light real quick.
all right. Yeah, I sure do got a lot to get off my chest.
All right.
Not you with that, but there's a couple of, there's something else that's been going on that I keep coming across, and I'm like, all right.
I think
this is a good time to, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, a live like this to address that. You know what I'm saying?
So one thing I'm gonna say, and this is the funny aspect, homie. And I want to say this, and this is some real shit. So, you know, I have people hit me up, and there's a couple people that said, "Hey, bro, you know, you shouldn't address certain things because, you know, it's beneath you, right?
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't address certain things because people are beneath you. The attention you're giving attention to people that don't deserve it, right?" And I agree with that. Right? I agree with that to an extent, because when it's certain individuals that constantly want to bring up different things and beg for an attention of a savage, or beg for an attention of a fool that is legendary in his own right. Mm-hmm. Now that person becomes the bad individual when it's addressed and it's taken to another level.
Right.
You know, let me put this on for people to see. I hate having all these. What up with it, man? What's cracking with it? Big Jesse, what's up with it, man? You about to go? You hit your live too? Shout out to the homie. Go sub him up, people. My salute to the homie Jess. You want to speak about anything right now?
Yeah, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, because it's really nothing to me at the end of the day. But since people want to keep coming to me and sending me stuff, I might as well get it off my chest.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so as everybody knows, you know, I went through some situations with some people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? People want to put narratives on top of shit where they don't need to be and say this and that, want to ban me from channels and everything. All right, whatever. Why y'all keep bringing my name up and stuff that I have nothing to do with? I literally have nothing to do with none of y'all, but y'all want to keep bringing my name up. For what? If you guys don't want to deal with me, don't deal with me. Leave me alone. Don't bring my name up in situations that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because when I was saying something, you guys was in your feelings. When I was saying something, you guys wanted to jump out the screen and say something. When I was doing what I was doing, you guys was in this certain type of mode. Now, because I ain't rocking with y'all no more, I don't deal with y'all no more. Certain individuals I do still rock with because, you know, I see y'all in the different chats and stuff. And we chop it up, say what's up with them. But for your individual, you know who I'm talking about. Keep my name out your mouth, because I'm being as nice as I possibly can be. Bring my name up again, and we're gonna have to turn this volume up just a little bit more. And you guys already know when I start applying that pressure, it's a wrap. So just leave my name out. I don't talk about y'all. I don't mention y'all. I'm in my community where we're doing what we're doing over here, separate from what y'all doing over there. Whatever y'all doing over there, y'all go ahead and do that. What I do over here, this is where I'm doing that. Just keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah, so it's crazy because, like, so, you know, when I first started this aspect of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I was a part of a lot of toxicness, right? I put myself out there to be in drama, homie. I put myself out there to be a headhunter, put myself out there to be on the front line of things, right? And I was embedded in that shit, man. I was embedded in that shit for so long. And I kind of just turned my whole direction when it comes to YouTube all the way around, right? And I try to stay out of like the shenanigans of YouTube, because I'm gonna be real with you, homie. YouTube to me, I'm gonna be real with you, is 95, 80, I'm gonna say 80 to 90% fake fairy tale aspect of life. People will put this big ass persona out there when it don't need to be put out there. When if you're just cool and you just play your position and you act like yourself and be the person you're supposed to be, you would be better off. You would get more respect. But everybody that I come across on YouTube, they always have to put these personas out there. They always have to put this aspect and put this narrative of who they were. They got to paint this picture of who they are. They got to be the badass when you know deep down, bro, you're not really about that life.
Right.
Now, an individual like me, I could see through that shit. An individual like me, I done seen every aspect of people. I done ran into the realist fools. I done ran into the fake fools. I done ran into killers that I was faced with looking at killers in their eyes, bro, that ain't never going home with on the yard. So I see through a lot of the shenanigans. I was telling myself earlier this morning, I said, when it boils down to it, homie, YouTube, for a person like me, YouTube is not where I'm supposed to be, right? Because I'm not a YouTube character. I'm not a character on YouTube that's trying to actually prove to myself that I'm about something, homie. So, of course, water, oil is never going to mix. When you mix a real one with the circus of YouTube, you're not going to feel right about what you see or about what you are around what you see on a daily basis on YouTube. Look at the aspect with Adam 22 and the fools that are pressing the line for gang politics, homie. That's what we have for the presence of gang politics. And we got all these Rudy Poo ass fools on panels putting it out there that this is what gang banging is. A gimmick, fairy tales built off of weirdo shit, homie. And they're putting it out to the public to see this shit. And now the public, they take this information and they think that's how it is. They think that's how life is. They think that's how politics is. So when I look at this whole aspect, I just kind of sit back. I'm at a point with my channel, right? I'm kind of sitting back, bro. And I don't put too much stock into the YouTube channel no more. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not putting energy into the YouTube stock on YouTube. I don't care really how people feel about it. I don't care about how an individual takes it because really, honestly, in real life, a lot of these people want to be around me. You know what I'm saying? So the point what I'm saying is you got individuals that can't get off the aspect of following you around and they poke at the bear, right? They poke at the bear. They're going to poke at the bear constantly because they want that attention.
Right.
Now, you know, for my aspect, bro, I addressed something yesterday, right? Okay. I got a million messages about, bro, why did you get that energy? Bro, it was not that serious. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Sometimes individuals have to understand to a T what you're talking about. And sometimes a verbal aspect and consequence is the only way they're going to actually learn. Just like in real life, the only way an individual learns is through physical discipline, homie. Because if you never get disciplined and you never hear the real, you're going to stay that faulty ass individual that you think you're not, but you really are that individual because you never heard it. You never heard it from a real man. You never heard it from a real one. And everybody around you makes a fake. So you are fake. You are fake. You were never taught their morals and values.
Straight up.
I was talking to an individual today at the gym, right? A youngster. What up, Ready Red? What's good with it? My high salute was cracking. I was talking to a youngster today, bro. This is how deep it is, homie. This is how deep. And like, honestly, I'm going to start letting my nuts hang again, homie, on different things. I'm not going to be so conservative. I'm gonna, and even if it hurts motherfuckers' ears, I really don't care, homie, because has to be said. I'm kind of just tired of all the clowns in this circus, homie, thinking that that's the way you conduct yourself, being able to breathe, homie. I want to smother the shit out of fools, bro, on situations like this. So I was talking to this youngster, and he was asking me about prison, right? He was asking me about the penitentiary. You know how real it is, bro. You understand how real that aspect of life is, homie. I told this individual straight up today, and this is the shit that a lot of people don't understand. You ain't counting your blessings out here. You putting on extra shit, homie. that you don't even understand. Other people are going through 10 times more worse of shit that really is life or death, homie. You go to the penitentiary, you looking into an eyes of a killer, bro, and they giving you a blade and telling you gonna kill somebody. You got 5 years, and they're telling you got to go stab somebody up. You don't have a choice. What you gonna tell a killer that ain't never getting out, homie? You know, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it. You got to go stab somebody up off the strength that the OG, homie, that's doing life, his world, he's telling you, homie. You got fools out here playing around like it's just a thing to play around with, homie. Life. People are playing around with their life, don't understand how serious shit really gets.
That point.
I said, what would you do? I told the youngster, I said, what would you do? You go down the road and you catch a life sentence because you want to be the cool guy on campus. You want to be the cool guy on these YouTube streets. You want to be the cool guy in these YouTube platforms. You come across some shit where you have to put in some work for yourself, right? You get caught up. You go to the penitentiary or the county, and some real bona fide killers telling you this is what you're gonna do. You don't have control over your life, homie. You don't got control over your life. That fool got your life in his hands. He's telling you what to do. And people out here playing, homie, like shit's fun and games, homie. It's not always fun and games, bruh. You know?
Show ain't.
Now, let me say this, and I don't even know the situation with the whole racist stuff that occurred with you, right? I don't know, homie. And really, honestly, homie, I kind of looked at the dude and I kind of checked out his channel, the one that was talking about black women and all that stuff, homie. Let me say something about this, bro, because I don't see skin color like that. I'm biased when it comes to the aspect because I just feel like that shit is just, I feel like that separates a lot of things, right? And everybody got their views and different things. So, I mean, I'm not going to knock nobody, but to individuals like that can get on these cameras behind fucking comment sections, that could get on this shit visual and think that you could say certain words that just disrespect the whole culture, homie. You wouldn't do that in real life, homie. You ain't gonna do that around some killer that'll put a motherfucking blade through you or shoot you over that stuff. And this is real talk, homie. You fools are safe behind these boards. You fools are safe, homie. I'm not involved with that because you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna tell you like this: from what I see, you fools ain't built to go to war over your words. You're not built to go to war over them words. You ain't going to kill somebody over them words. You ain't going to go to extra. If somebody takes some offense to what you're saying and really wants to put you in the dirt, you ain't going to stand on them convictions. You're going to be the first person to say, oh, it was just some stuff I said on YouTube. So be careful about what you say out there, homie.
Exactly. You know, because I see it a lot. People get on here and they start running their mouth and start saying whatever, but they wouldn't dare do that same talking in front of somebody that would literally knock the living you know what out of them. They wouldn't. You know, real safeguarded. It's like the little kid who goes and does something and then runs behind mommy and daddy because they know mommy and daddy is going to protect them. This is what this YouTube, this is what this internet stuff is. It's like I can run to this internet and say whatever I want to say because it's going to protect me because nobody's going, you know, the likelihood of somebody actually coming and knocking on the door, you know what I'm saying? People not going to waste their time, and, you know, you will get some people that will, depending on the situation, but, you know, so feel safe until karma comes, because that's the thing a lot of people tend to forget about. Yeah, you'll feel safe because you know the individuals that you're getting at is probably not going to come and knocking at your door. But that pretty little girl named Karma, oh, she's always going to pop up when you least expect.
How does a person look in the mirror and know that inside, bro, when they look out the mirror and they looking in their own eyes, they're built off of the aspect of being fake. Everything about them's fake. From the way they get up and breathe to the way they put on their clothes. Fake, homie. Everything about them's fake. But then you have the audacity to get on these formats, homie, and say some stuff that you're not going to say in real life. Because of the simple fact is, you have people really believe in their beliefs. They'll kill your ass over something like that, homie. There's fools that really take it to that extent. Will kill you over their beliefs, but kill you over what they believe. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: when I'm passionate about something, homie, when I'm passionate about something and I really believe something really is that important, I'm gonna kill somebody over my beliefs. So you guys playing with this, these fools ain't playing with this, homie. This is something that people don't understand, bro. A lot of people have traumas behind a lot of like stuff that they grew up with.
Oh,
a lot of people have traumas, homie. You're good. A lot of people have traumas, homie. A lot of people been through the aspect of like, you know, the racial thing, right? People will go to war over their beliefs, and you disrespect that. A fool will eventually try to body you over there. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, even with politicking, homie, how a lot of people don't understand this. People that were never in the life, they want to understand why we do what we do. But when I was pressing lines and I was passionate about it, I was willing to die over that shit, homie. I was willing, if you disrespect that in any way, I'm willing to take your life over my beliefs. I'm going to stand firm in them convictions. That's how I feel. And this is another thing is people think this stuff fades away. People think this stuff fades away, homie. There's people on these formats that build so much. I got so much. I just don't have nothing for them, homie. I couldn't even tell you how I would react to something in the past over years off some disrespectful stuff. They still might have to answer to what they did, homie. I don't let stuff go. I remember the disrespectful aspect. And if you went out your way to disrespect in a personal manner, and you disrespect it in that manner, and you think it's funny, you better stand firm in them convictions if I ever come across you. And that's not a threat. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I get down, bro. So all this stuff where people being racist and think that you can throw that out there and you disrespect it in this manner, you better stand behind what you say, homie, because another individual is they're not gonna play with that, bro. What up with it? I'll let slide about me, but over my family. Yeah, that's another thing. And I hear it every single day. And we know we hear this shit, Ready Red. We know we hear this stuff. People bring a family into the equation of YouTube, homie, will get somebody knocked off, bro. You don't bring family, kids, wives, none of this. And I'm seeing it on a regular basis right now. That's the coward aspect of these formats. It gives cowards a safe space, bro. You feel safe in these spaces, bro. Let's see real quick. And that's just the reality, bro. You better, if you're willing to put that energy out there, homie, you see it on a daily basis. Your actions will always have a domino effect, homie. You do something, you're going to have a domino effect to what you did. If you put an action out there, you better be willing to go to war over them actions. There's going to be a domino effect to what you do. Some people are dying behind their action. What up, Big Hog? Mall High Salute. What's good with it, fam? People are dying behind these actions out here, bro. Little youngsters, kids, homie, are dying behind glamorizing the gang life, the hood life, and them actions of them entering into that. People are getting knocked off left and right, bro. Your actions will always have a domino effect. And if you're all about words, and that's all you do is talk, loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. You see, this is the reality. Look at the homie. Look at the homie right here. LA Original. What's up, my bro? His domino effect of him being a Charger fan has gave him suffering for his whole life. Him making that choice of being a Charger fan, it had a domino effect on his mental. My boy is still looking for something to hold him to say, hey, I want to still be a Charger fan. And his domino effect won't let him go. He's mentally distraught. And he's My dude is in his 30s. He's like, bro, there's a chance, Jim Harbaugh. And he knows in the back of his mind that there will never be a chance. But he can't, he's so deep in, his actions have kept him so deep in. He's like, I can't let go. I just can't let go. Maybe. What's up, LA Original? You know, and that's what I'm saying is his actions, they're not going to be able to let him go. He feels like he's so deep into the equation. He's like, bro, not this one. I'm a real one. Hey, and much respect to LA Original because I give it to him every day, man. That's my brother right there, man. Hey, he's showing you, you know, he's being an example to everybody on here, man. Your actions will dictate a domino effect. And when you have a domino effect in life, it can be detrimental to everything, bro. Even my life, homie. Like I said it always. I talk to the youngsters always. Youngsters, if you're listening, homie, if you're listening, youngsters. And I talk to the youngsters like I'm trying to put it in you. I'm trying to let you know. You thinking that you running some aspect with the gang culture, right? You're putting yourself out there, bro, to have a domino effect of going to the penitentiary for some stuff there's no code to, or dying in the streets because you had loyalty towards the neighborhood. Now, if it's a generational thing, it's a little harder, but half of these kids, they join some things to actually be a part of something, homie. And then the domino effect, they're catching cases behind some suckerism. They're going to the penitentiary. They're going to die behind the suckerism, bro. And that's the outcome, homie. There's only two roads, my peoples. You know? And it's the real reality, bro. What up with it, though, man? What's good with it on this Saturday night? I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody's good. We out here just chilling. And see, this is the thing is, man. And I know me and the homie LA Original, we talked yesterday. Now, you know, my thing is like with the homie that I did the video on yesterday, right? I wasn't doing the video to be malice, to be hatred. I wasn't doing the video. I wasn't calling homie out to be mean, to try to bully him. It was more of a thing, bro, where I'm trying to figure out what's on his mind. I'm trying to give him a little guy. You know, he wanted a response. He got a response finally. He got the mentor to come in and say, "Hey, little homie, little puppet, what's going on with you, bro? What's the real deal with you?" His action got me to say, "Okay, you've been fishing for, you know, you've been casting the bait for 3 years straight. No fish, no hooking." I said, "Finally, bro, let me just, you know, give him a little taste. Flow his little aspect, his little boat. Have him come on, explain why he's mad at the Savage. I want to be the little homie's mentor. I want to be a cool dude to him, bro. I want to be a guide to him, you know." And I thought he was going to be a man. I thought the homie was going to be a man and pull up and talk. That's what I'm saying is, bro, like every action has a domino effect.
Right.
And that's the bottom line. Domino affection, man.
Yeah. No, and you know what?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just something just popped up in my head. It's like I come across a lot of different stories where you got these cats that'll watch a movie or something or watch a video and want to take on that persona, thinking it's sweet, thinking, oh, I can have all this and do all this, overlooking the part of what did they have to do to get that. It's not waking up in the morning and doing 9 to 5 every day. This is a 24-hour day routine.
24-hour day. 24 hours in a day.
Right. The most sleep you might get, if you're lucky, is an hour. And you're really not even sleeping because you got to stay on your toes because you don't know who's lurking.
Who's lurking?
You don't know who might come through. You know what I'm saying? Those are the parts that they don't want to see. Different story. So when you take on them personas, You know, like a lot of people want to take on like the Italian mob personas.
Yeah.
Where are them Italian dudes at now? You know what I'm saying? So there's a consequence in every single move you make. If you decide you want to go down the pathway of being a mobster, being a gangster, a life of crime, then you better be willing to take on the consequences that comes with it. Because in life, you have good consequences and you have bad consequences. But the good consequences are only going to come once you remove or you don't even look in the direction of the streets. Because then the good consequences become very, very slim. To the point to where you might not be able to get a good consequence based off of your actions that you did. So that's what these people need to think about before they want to start jumping both feet into the pool. Think about it. Who jump? If you've never swum before, right?
Oh, don't jump in the pool. Don't jump in at 12 feet.
Or do you stick your foot in and make sure it's cool to get in there?
The stupid part about these people nowadays, they dive in head first and not even putting their foot in. They dive in like this, and then they're like, damn, homie, I'm looking at this much time. Like I'm looking at life sentences. Oh, bro, I'm about to tell on everybody. They go and they hear them football numbers. They're like, hey, bro, okay, this don't even have nothing to do with the case. But Tony down the block, he done stole the bike from this dude, and Michelle right here, she's selling pussy on this block. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have nothing to do with the case, but I'm giving you all information.
Right.
Man, you can't, LA Original, you cannot swim hard. You don't want the smoke and swimming. Bro, I swim, homie. I was on that East Side swim team, bro. And yeah, bro, Sopranos was the truth, though. That was a good act. That was good. But they were snitching on there, too. They were snitching on. But you see the snitches, that fools was getting chipped off. Them snitches on the Sopranos, they were getting chipped off, bro.
Shoot. Goodfellas, too. You see what they did with them in Goodfellas? They took all of them out.
Look at what's see, and that's what I'm talking about. Domino effect to actions. Look at P. Diddy now, bro. He was over there doing goosing dudes, goosing boys, human trafficking kids, and this fool thought he was untouchable. He thought his actions were untouchable. Nobody could see him. And now look at him, bro. This fool right here, they busting him and raiding his whole career where he's telling on everybody. Jay-Z, he's telling on the whole family. There's no getting away for it. Puff Daddy's he ain't never ever gonna be on top ever again, bro. He was out there throwing orgies, and all these rappers is kind of scared because all their names was on that list. Now that's the thing. Them rappers, there's a lot of rappers that you're gonna hear about the names that were on the orgy party list, bro, doing homosexual activities.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, as a matter of fact, speaking of that, you know the head honcho's name finally got put out there.
Who? Jay-Z? Who?
Ah, man, Clyde Davis.
Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Yeah, we ooh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Willie D had did a live a little while ago. And so I went and just went and looked it up. Yeah, they got his name in the report.
Oh yeah, he was over there goosing fools too. They was all
goosing fools. He was doing Diddy and everything because think about it, Clyde Davis. Without Clyde Davis, you don't have no Uptown Records. Without Clyde Davis, you don't have no Arista Records. Without no Clyde Davis, you don't have Columbia Records. Without Clyde Davis, you don't have Death Row Records. Without Clyde Davis, you don't have Bad Boy Records. And the list goes on.
Yeah, he made the empire. He made the empire of what it was, bro. He made that empire. This is the thing, bro. This wasn't something that everybody should be shocked about, because if you paid attention, you knew there was weird stuff going on in the game. You knew when it all started out with Marcus Houston and talking about, and they were on the Scream tour. They were over there molesting the B2K characters, bro. Who was the manager? The manager.
Oh man, I forgot what his name was, but the butterbean looking dude.
Yeah. And Rasby came out talking about they were he was not lying. That fool was telling the truth. Ain't no grown man gonna come and say, hey, somebody's molesting, bro. No. So he was telling the truth.
Yeah. Man, you know. And it's funny. It's funny because people wanted to ignore the shit. But this is what we talk about, people. Stop getting caught up in the fantasy world that these celebrities put in front of your face.
Yeah.
Because they get you caught up to wanting to, you know what I'm saying? Buy their movies, buy their music, buy their clothes.
Preach,
all the while, they're hot talking another dude.
Preach. And these are the fools that are talking about the baddies, but they ain't talking about females. They're subliminally talking about the dudes that they over here goosing. Now let's take it to this extreme. Like the homie said, stop being so intertwined at the image these fools are putting out there and believing out there in the industry to a point. Stop getting on these YouTube formats and believing these fools that put the shit out there, because half of these fools are spitting fairy tales, bro. Half of these fools are just putting an agenda out there that is not true whatsoever, homie. If you get them behind closed door and you press that line, they're going to break. They're going to break.
Yep. Oh, G. Mitchell said, if you do your history, Clyde Davis sold out Quincy Jones. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Sold him and a whole lot of other stuff that he did with Quincy.
Hey, did the Mexican Tyson knock out old boy tonight? Because they have
no.
Oh, the Mexican Tyson, little essay fool. He out there putting fools on their back. He's the one that gave Tank Davis the best fight of his career. Little Victor Pitbull. He's the one that he be knocking fools out, bro. He gave Tank Davis the best fight of his career, honestly. But that's easy right there. That was easy. 420. Rolly was not gonna beat Victor Pitbull. Pitbull putting fools on their back. He's knocking everybody out that he fights. Pitbull. I already knew Pitbull was gonna fight though. So next question: Who you got on this Garcia and he's fighting Haney. Who's
Haney? Oh man, I got Haney all day.
I'm taking Haney on that, man. I'm taking Haney on that right there. It's just Garcia just kind of is that right? Yeah, Ryan Garcia, and he's a Garcia, and I'm a Garcia, homie. And I was riding with Garcia. Homie. And he disrespected Garcia's. But hey, Garcia, I don't think Garcia's playing when he's saying the pedophile shit now, bro. Like all this shit that's coming out, I think Garcia's telling the truth.
Yo, hey, maybe he should be doing more of that than be trying to box. That's probably where his calling is at.
Somebody needs to talk up for the kids. I believe it now. All this stuff with Nickelodeon, all this stuff with P. Diddy, Garcia's saying some true shit, bro. There's no, like, this dude really is right now. And I know people are saying it's promote the fight, but you could tell in his eye, you could tell in his eyes, bro, that he's really telling some shit. Like, he been through some shit with that shit, bro. You know?
Yeah. As a matter of fact. So let's talk about the hypocrisy real quick, because there's a lot of hypocrisy with that nasty world. You see, we got a society, right? And for the most part, the society, we can all agree on pedophiles, people who do the raping and all that nasty stuff should be eliminated, exterminated, period, right? I think we all can agree on that, right? Now, here goes the hypocrisy. About half of society who's saying the same thing is the same society. It's the same half of society that will still put on an R. Kelly record.
Yeah.
It's the same society that will say, "Oh, why is he with a teenager?" But over here, still watching a production by Harvey Weinstein.
And that's the truth.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
the truth.
Well, hold on,
Because
I got another one.
selective politicking, bro. Selective politicking.
This is the same half of society that says, okay, let's put this person in office, knowing that this person is out here dealing with little girls.
No, so this
This
is the thing. If it meets the criteria of what they want, or they just hate somebody or hate something, there it doesn't matter if there's truth or not. They're gonna go off their emotion. They're gonna be like, let's get him in because we hate that dude, even though we don't really. I mean, he did something. He made somebody like he offended somebody. But this dude that we're talking about, he over here sniffing little girl's hair, and he over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit. That is real. That's real truth right there, bro. That is real truth.
Yeah. No. Oh wait. Hold on. I got this one. I got this one. And you guys and I believe you and Rod was kind of talking about it. Alex Alonso. You're gonna sit up here and you're gonna try to defend a person that is on paperwork and trying to show the distinction between what he actually did and sexual assault. Now, I might be getting a little bit old. Maybe the gray hairs is taking a little bit of effect on me. But I could have sworn that if you sexually assault somebody, that's on the same level.
Technical difficulties. We got a little technical difficulties. Check.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, we back. You running. What was you saying, Rada?
Oh yeah. Speaking about Alex Alonso.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to show the distinction between one sexual charge to another when both of those is on the same level, but you out here trying to speak about respectability? What? Like that's what we doing? So this is what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy that the society keeps on putting out there. Let's not forget that this country, when their forefathers decided that they wanted to create America, it was okay for a grown man to go out there and get with a 13-year-old.
That's crazy because like it goes all the way from that aspect, bro, where people will select a politic on what fits their narrative, even if the truth is right there. Like whatever makes them feel good, that's whatever makes them feel good. Even if it's the worst choice, whatever makes them feel good, bro, that's what they're gonna choose. Whatever makes them feel offended, even if it's the truth, they're gonna go against it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why the real is out the outnumbered by the fake aspect. You got formats, basically all the circuits and everything is just jokes and all this that are gonna get the attention, gonna get every aspect of the view, gonna get all of it, bro. And that's what they're built off of, a big ass circus, when it's all, a lot of it's culture vulture. A lot of it, they get the aspect off of other people's traumas, homie.
Right.
And people want to tune into that. But when you got some real shit cracking and you're really making a difference in some shit, you ain't going to get that same. That's why every real writer, bro, they were saying like this, homie, exterminate this dude, homie. He's making a difference. Like, exterminate this individual because he's really shining some light and taking the blinders off some shit.
Right. Exactly. Hey, I got a question for you. How is it being behind bars those individuals get taken care of if they're not thrown into PC, which they can still get to, but they're a little bit more safer in PC.
So you know what's
But on the streets, but on the streets, these motherfuckers is walking freely with no problems.
Yeah, yeah. And you get and now you get a hate crime for busting them over the head. So if you was to knock one of them fools out, you're getting like you just knocked out the LGB community. That's how they actually put it out there. You know, out here in Colorado, it's so cold, homie. Because the DOC got sued for the Milligan case where he got sodomized because he was a chomo. They shoved something up his ass, homie, and he sued DOC. And now DOC done made a whole facility where they send them to that facility. Like they're protected. They're protected even. Yeah. So if you ever hear somebody like, so before like 2000, I would have to say 2005, 2006, right? 2007. If somebody came after to the Fremont yard, Fremont's the facility that they got them classes. All vanilla envelope folders, you know who's the ones that's taking them classes. After 2007, 8, it was like 90% chomos on that yard, right?
Right.
If you hear anybody in Fremont now, that means they got one of them cases. They're taking sex classes. 2006, 7, and 8, they had general population that were still on there. They were outnumbered. Like there was like 30% general population, and then it was almost like 70% freaking chomos, right? And sex offenders. Right. That was Fremont Yard. But now, if you go to Fremont, you hear Colorado, somebody say they're on Fremont Yard now, you know that they have a case. You know, but that yard saved them, bro. They put them all where, what are they going to do? I mean, it's all chomos, homie. You know, so they protect them out here in Colorado, homie. They protect them.
Sound like that sanctuary state type shit.
So, but when we're talking about that aspect, selective politic, and even with the gang aspect, people, they throw a blind eye to what they feel is right. Like, so selective politicking with the gangs. I mean, fools, we riding on this fool, but we ain't riding on this fool because this fool got some status. He got some money.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So they throw their blind eye to, even if it's wrong, they're still going to ride with it because fools won't stand up on their own too, bro. They're not going to stand up on their own too. They're not going to stand up on their own feet, bro, and ride against the whole cause. They're going to crumble at what everybody feels should be the aspect of how it goes. They're not going to speak up. Half of these fools on here, bro, won't even speak up of what's wrong and right, homie. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, bro, let's not talk about that." That's why we got a woke system now. Everybody's so scared to offend somebody.
Yeah, and that's the terrible thing, because they literally hijacked that word. They literally hijacked that word. That word woke, that word was specifically for the Black community, because we was trying to learn about ourselves because of our history and having all that stuff wiped away, our history, our language, everything. We got into a point where we were starting to get this information, starting to learn who we are, starting to learn, like, okay, when it comes to the transatlantic slave trade, no, everybody on that motherfucker, it wasn't all them damn Africans that came over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there was some Africans, but they weren't all Africans.
So woke at first was actually because the education, the Black folks then woke, they were trying to educate themselves.
Self of knowledge, or excuse me, knowledge of self.
It's crazy how people will always turn something into what they actually want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that. And now that actually makes sense. And who's the one that really is doing it? It's all these individuals that really you look at and you be like, homie, how does this fool have this much power? And they're gonna actually put that as an identification to what their movement that they're pushing out there. Come on, homie.
Yep. Yeah.
It's just like for me, right? And I don't mean to get into no spirituality, but the rainbow, homie, right? It's a symbolization for us, homie, like, of the flood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have these people come and they're going to disrespect the, you know what I'm saying? When he promised that he will never flood the earth like he did. That was a symbolization. Right. But they turned that in so distorted, and they turn it into something that they make, and it's a mockery and it's blasphemy against, the beliefs. But people do that on a regular basis, and they make it out to be a cool thing, homie.
Yeah.
Come on. We have this Buster Ass Fool 6ix9ine snitch culture. Homie, he made a whole song with a rat on his head with the freaking mouse on him talking about he tattletale. And then and see, this is my thing is, homie, I don't care if it's about a bag. That's why you'll sell your soul for a bag. Kodak Black, homie, you a mark. Kodak Black, you a mark, homie. He even said, bro, how you gonna lose your girl to a snitch? Knowing this fool snitch, but you get a whole song over a bag? You a weenie for that. You just as bad as him.
Yep, exactly.
Weirdos, bro.
Because you're celebrating snitching.
Big Jordan, what's up with it, Rada?
You know what I'm saying? Like how did we go from, and it was just in the 2000s. It wasn't that long ago. It was just in the 2000s. You remember it was a whole movement? You remember them no snitch shirts that used to go around across the country? Within 5 years. I'm just throwing a number out there, but I'm pretty sure if you look it up, within 5 years of that, it all changed. And I'm gonna tell you why it changed. Because we got organizations like Black Lives Matter, and this kind of ties into the whole woke transformation. You got the Black Lives Matter movement, right? They literally shifted the minds of millions of people because of their feelings, because of their agenda that had shit to do with the Black community. They was pushing that rainbow symbolism.
And you know who went over the board. Okay, say I don't know. I just think all of it was just some weird shit to me. Like at the time, I don't understand it, right? But who acted like they benefited the most, homie, and gave them a voice was uppity class, yippity white women, bro. These ones, they would go and mess up these communities under Black Lives Matter. Talking about, and it was just like, oh, we've been silenced for so long. Now let's just go against the war of the world and say, ugh. Like, sit your ass down, Karen. You don't need to be even doing that, bro. You don't even deserve to even shut your ass up, homie. That's the shit that pissed me the seeing, bro. You've been quiet your whole life. Ain't talked about no rights of nobody your whole life because you've been fed with a silver spoon in your mouth off of daddy's money. And now you feel like you got a voice because everybody's doing it. And now you want to act like you're a part of a movement. Shut your ass up, bro. Like real talk, homie. I couldn't stand that, homie. Now you want to break windows like you really in life. You ain't about that life. Stop breaking windows, acting like you a renegade, homegirl.
Right.
Oh, you weirdos, bro.
Because it's funny how they forget there was one point in time where they couldn't even vote themselves.
For real.
But they want to act like they're part of something, though. But you're looked at in the same manner as a lot of us, quote unquote, minorities. But
and
they
now, to be real, now they're looked upon a little worse because now, like, their main people that they always was under and loved, now they think they're thinking of them as race traitors. They're thinking of them as black sheep, and they're not. And ain't nobody even. I'm gonna be real with you. You doing all that shit. You thought you got kudos even from some of the black community. They looking at you stupid as hell too. They're looking at you like, look at these dumbass What are you fools fighting for, ho? You're dumb. That's why I was so happy when them Crips from Long Beach. I seen some Crips from Long Beach and them them fools try to come in the community and they stopped them fools like, you're not coming in our community, busting shit up. What the hell? You better leave on the insane Crip. You better leave before you get busted up. Like, come on, dude.
On everything, you know, because it's almost like they was traumatized so badly that now that the door has been open for them to speak, now all they feelings, it's just permeating.
It's like, and I don't mean to say it like it's like I say it always. It's like a woman that is beat her whole life, gets out of the relationship. She has protection. She got a voice now. She's gonna go out there and do fundraisers. She's gonna do a movement. She's gonna get some women that went through along with her, and they're gonna talk up and they're gonna have a voice. That's kind of how I feel that was. That's how I feel Kansas City Chiefs fans were. That when they won them Super Bowls, they never talked in their life. You didn't see one Kansas City Chiefs fan saying anything because he was so pushed down and distraught his whole life. And you give him a ring, and now this fool thinks he's did something that everybody never did, bro. They was acting like Chief fans were acting like they were in the brutal shelter, like they was getting beat their whole life, and now they got a voice to talking about we did something that nobody ever did. Shut your ass up. You did it in a weak ass era of football. Pipe down, homie. Man, pipe down. Don't let me get started with that, bro. Because you know. Now, I'm gonna say this. Let's kind of back up a little bit. Now, I'm gonna say it like this. This is from a person that caught cases, right? Fought for my life, homie, in the prison system when I was young. I fought life sentences, right? I was about to do life sentences, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. A couple of my charges didn't even have nothing to do with me. I got additional charges for being an adult, and my brother was a young kid, so they try to get me as an adult to his stuff on top of my stuff. Never in my mind did I say, "Hey, I'm an adult. Let me tell my little brother to get," because I know he's gonna get love because he's a juvenile. I said, if he does 32 years, I'm doing 32 years. Because I was taught when I was young, tattletales. My mom used to say, "Hey, stop telling on people. Nobody likes to tattletale. You go and tell on somebody in the playground." Mom's like, "Hey, mom's saying nobody likes to tattletale. You better go out there and fight or something."
Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
So let's get on this. Let's get on this aspect of what a snitch is, because a lot of people try to sugarcoat what an aspect of a snitch is. Now, you guys tell me what you guys think. Because there's different scenarios. Now, if it comes to kids, right, and you know a kid's getting molested, I'm gonna handle that business, bro, and smash on somebody that's molesting a kid. But I don't see something wrong with a chomo getting hemmed up and you see it and you be like, yeah, he was, you know what I'm saying? That fool was touching kids. Like when it comes to kids, that motherfucker needs to be dead or he needs to be in prison for the rest of his life. But if you're in the street code, I do not care what you go through. You don't go tell the cops on anybody. You don't go tell the cops on the case. You don't talk to the cops. You talk to your lawyer and you keep everything at a minimum. It doesn't matter if they slept with your baby's mother. It doesn't matter if they pistol whipped you, kidnapped you. It doesn't matter if they shot you. It doesn't matter anything. You do not have a right to tell if you're in the gangbanging life. If you consider yourself a street fool, you consider yourself a gang member, you do not have that right to actually open your mouth to anything. Now, civilians, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. They're civilians. But when you sign your life on the line for any kind of organization or streets or gangbanging politics, that's out the window. That's out the window. You keep your mouth shut, homie. And a lot of fools will be like, "Oh, bro, I'm not going to take time. You signed up for it, homie. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know who laced the youngster's shoelaces, bro. But you don't get that right. That's out the window. You don't get that right. You don't get that right to actually tell on anybody when you're living that life. That's against the code, homie." And everybody that was trying to say something even about 6ix9ine. All these fools are starting to come out because the snitch culture is running rampant, bro. It's running rampant out here. And you know who made it? You know who made it like an honorable thing? A lot of that stuff was going on before 6ix9ine. But there was so many individuals, bro. After 6ix9ine told, there were so many individuals that were still vouching why he told. I knew people that were saying, "Oh, is he supposed to go sit down for some fools that try to kill him, steal from him, and everything?" Bro, I'm sorry to say this, homie. I'm sorry to say this. All that stuff, you have to go sit down. You have to. You're a part of the aspect of now you're riding a wave, you're riding an organization, you're riding politics. So it's they have to lace you and say, "Hey, bro, this is what happened. You keep your mouth shut." Now, I'm gonna say like this. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. There was always scenarios, definitely. There was always scenarios before that. And snitching's always been around, definitely. Frank Lucas, but when it was glamorized, like it was glamorized with this fool 6ix9ine, there were so many people that try to vouch for why he snitched, trying to make excuses. He fed this to the civilians and the next generation, and you had young people really saying it was cool to snitch. I would have snitched. I'm not going to sit down for them numbers. I'm sorry to say this, bruh. When you're in that life, you go sit your ass down, homie. Now, I'm going to say like this. This is my view, and somebody else might think about it different too. If you kick up some dust, you're in the homie's car, right? You got a crack sack on you. You got crack cocaine on you or something, homie, some work. The cops hit you. You throw it on the floor. You throw it on the floor, and you let the homie take the case. You're a big as a piece of shit as, I would say, a snitch. If you're not owning up to your own shit and you're making somebody go sit down, you're a piece of shit too. For me, this is the thing is, bro, this is why I had to back away from politics, because I'm going to tell you like this. I mean, you can't trust nobody in this life. You can't trust people. Your closest man that you think that you've been in the trenches forever, you've been kicking up dust, and you think this fool is going to be loyal to the organization politics, bro. Once you start hearing double-digit numbers and football numbers, bro, a lot of people are going to crack. I just take myself out of the equation. I don't want to, I'd rather just be out here living freedom and enjoying life instead of dealing with who's going to tell. You don't even know if your main man is going to tell. You don't even know who's going to tell. Your baby's mom might tell. Family members, everything, bro. That's why I take myself out of the equation. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that shit. I don't even put myself in that shit. I do not care about gangsterism, homie. I'm so past the gangsterism. I just want to be known as an individual that's a solid person that lives off of morals and values. That's it. Sammy the Bull and John Gotti put it on TV. Yeah, nah, I feel it. I feel it. I'm not disagreeing with you, my homie Mitchell. All I'm saying is now, I don't think nobody at that time, people were still kind of living by a code in the streets. Like, you were not going to get individuals to argue that they were right. Multiple individuals were not going to say, hey, they were right. They were not going to say, oh, that was Gotti and them fools. They were right for snitching. Fools still look down upon that shit. But it seemed like this new era, fools will argue why you're allowed to snitch. And then you got all these fools thinking it's right. You got all these fools getting forfeit that it's right. And it's ludicrous. It's just ludicrous to me, bro. I think it's backwards, homie. It's overrated. It's overrated. Get your money, go to work, enjoy your life. Stay away from the bullshit. Stay away from gang politics. Stay away from the nonsense, homie. We go through so much hard stuff in life as it is. To put extras on you, put extras on it, man, it's uncalled for. You don't need it. We don't need it, I'd rather be out here being able to Go on a journey. I'd rather be able to be out here going on a journey, going to the finest restaurants, eating some good ass food, going on vacation, turning on the TV, going to a sports event, like having good times out here, bro. Making some real money instead of being in a place where all the killers are prison for the rest of your life when you got somebody that's younger telling you what to do. You ain't got no freedoms. They got your life in their hand. Yeah, man, I'm cool off that. I'm cool off that. You could all the gangsters out there could have it. All the gangsters, y'all could have that, man. If you knew the one doing the talking is the one that was snitched in. Agree with that, definitely. I'm making mom something to eat. Yeah, that's all good. You know, the best advice I could give, to youngsters, homie, is like, it's cool to be a square. Man, forget what people are talking about. It's cool to be a square. It's cool to stay away from some trouble, make a way to make some money, and enjoy your life with no problem, bro. I think for me, my view is be a square, homie. That's where it's at. Like, don't deal with the extra shit, man. Get your education. Go to school. Forget being with the in crowd. Get your education, and then later on in life, then you have fun, man. Make your money, build something for yourself, man, and then have fun later down the road. You know? Because we get too invested in, you know what I'm saying, what a gangster is and what it brings and what kind of stripes and, you know, the fast money and the women and this and that, bro. But it's not fun, homie, when, you know, after you played the game and the game doesn't spit you out, because that's the thing about it is the game's going to spit you out. The game's going to devour you and it's going to spit you out. Every real gangster that's been in trenches, bro, that got a story, the game done spit them out. The game done messed them up mentally. The game done messed them up physically. And after a while, when you're older, you're trying to figure shit out. It's not fun whatsoever. When you could just eliminate all that and you could just actually build your own foundation from the early age, you can build your own foundation and make something of yourself. That's what's tied to me. That's what I respect. I don't respect that you could get out there and knock somebody off. A soft ass fool can knock somebody off. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's overrated, man. That's like everybody's trying to do that. Do something that somebody else never did. Don't follow suit. But what's the really with y'all, man? What's good with it on this Saturday night, bro? We over here just talking our ish. We over here just chilling. Hope everybody's blessed. You know, I went to service tonight, man. It was a good service. It was a good service, man. A lot of people pulled up, a lot of people showed up. And that's another thing is too, like, you know, I walked away from service tonight and seen something as simple as an individual being selfish and giving his life for the rest of the world, right? And to put stuff in perspective, we so freaking embedded in what we can take, right? When you die, homie, you ain't taking nothing. You're not taking any of these materialistic things. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't leave a legacy, you didn't do what you were supposed to on this earth, bro. That's why I get so mad to all these people that push this narrative on these young individuals. All these rappers, homie. All these rappers talking about chipping people off, and that makes you a gangster, homie. Ain't no gangster because you could chip somebody off. Like I said, suckers and soft fools done kill fools before. That's the reality. Making your money, taking care of your responsibilities, your family, homie. Showing the younger generation, people that are under you, how to really prosper. That's what's gangster to me. That's how what I feel determines a real one, homie. Not a fool that could get money and don't do anything, don't even have no skills, bro. Because when it hits the fan, homie, who's gonna be the last one standing? Remember Pac had that song? I'll be the last fool breathing. These fools try to catch me while I'm sleeping, but I'm the last breathing. I'm about to hop on Matt. You don't want the smoke, Stepper? Oh, no, that's what's up, man. Hey, what's your record on there, my homie? What's your record on there? Real spit. The problem is the program that is pushed into the TV. Yeah, man. On the phone. But once you in the court, it's another level because the language of the court is way different than basic language. It's all glamorous. It's all glamorous on them TVs. It's all glamorous. It's a different picture. You see what's fun about it. But go ask a Young Thug if he's having fun right now, fighting for his life. He's in the court. And these people got his life in their hand, bro. They got his life in their hand. His life is dangling in their hands. The system, bro. He's fighting for his life as we speak. He's not having fun. It was fun when he was balling out there, playing this aspect. He was gangbanging a part of an organization. Now he got his own homies talent on him, bro. Yeah, this one was the slime, homie. The 5-year slime. What were they called? They were called the Slime Brothers. What were they doing? They were like this. This is how they did it. They did it like boom, boom, boom. They were like Slime 596 with hearts and yeah. It was all good in games when they were out there making that money. It was all good in games when they were out there sliming it up, slime. And now he in a courtroom and he got his own homie talent on him, man. That's one left. Terrible, bro. Terrible. That's a terrible situation, man. You know? Terrible situation, homie. So like I said to everybody, man, if you ain't leaving a legacy and you're not helping, you're part of the problem. If you sit back and you laugh at this and you think it's funny and it's all games, you're part of the problem, honestly. To be honest. And we can't help everybody. But you got to do something, man, to actually better the surroundings. Like I like me, homie, I'm on a whole different level. I like to be invested in the community that I'm in, bro. I go to the gym. I'll help people out even in the gym. Hey, my homie, this is what you do. This is the forum, homie. I like, hey, little youngster, that's what's up, bro. To see you in the gym, homie, it makes me actually be happy. That's how I feel, homie. Because you know why? That one talk to a youngster and giving him some good insight, bro, that could change his life for the rest of his life.
Man, that's a real talk right there.
And as males in the hoods, the lack of male role models have diminished. There's no male role models, bro. Like Seven said, the Christian rapper, you use them for what you can, homie. You put them on the gang and you use them what you could benefit off of him. And when he's hammed up on that yard, you can't even write the local kite. You ain't even gonna write him a letter. You the big homie, and you ain't even write him the local letter. Right. Because you used him for what he benefited you, bro. Ulterior motives. Yep. You never that's the thing is, bro. Now, two young man, homie. You got somebody you got two young men, right? And you got somebody that's a mentor figure. If they talk life into you, like they be like, bro, you can do it. Like, I see potential, homie. Little homie, man, you a good little dude. They talk that life into you. Most likely that individual is going to go and be productive. Like, that life is going to be big, detrimental in that young man's life. But if you have a dude that just talks down, just shows the detrimental aspect of like what an alpha hood homie is, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You nothing but a gangster, bro. Like, that's all you going to be is a gangster. You from the hood. That dude's going to be diminished. You got to talk life into people, homie. You got to be that life into some people. Yeah. Because they're listening. And I'm going to tell you like this. These formats, they ain't talking life into nobody. They out here they getting views and attention off of people's distraught. They getting views off of people's traumas, off of the downfall of another man. That's what they get their views off of.
Mm-hmm.
And they think it's really funny, and it really ain't funny because these are real life traumas and people. It's not just a game, homie. These are real people going through traumas.
I got a story. I got a story to tell real quick.
Let's go.
So I was 20. I was 20 at the time. And I just went back to the hood to go kick it, chilling and whatnot. And it was this youngster. He was about 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Just met him. He would come by the homie spot, kick it, you know what I'm saying? The whole shit. So I was leaving one day and he stopped me. He wanted to talk to me because he had a question. Because he seen how I move, he seen how I talk when it came to the females.
Yeah.
And so he was telling me about it. It was this one a chick that he liked and he wanted to talk to, but he didn't know exactly how to go about, getting with her. And at 16 years old, 16 years old ain't too much from 20 in the aspect of we want to smash. At the end of the day, we want to smash, and we're going to do anything we can to get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't lead him down that path, though.
Yeah.
What I did was I told him, if you want to get her, this is what you do. This is how you go about it. A, be honest with her. Be honest with her and don't act like you're trying to run game on her. Because at the end of the day, you running game on her might seem cool to you, but that's going to affect her when you decide to just smash and dip out and she's just stuck there, thinking that you guys had something based off of the words that you said to her. Now you done created a whole thing, a whole trauma where now that's all how she looks at herself. So this is what you do. You just be honest with her. Tell her the truth. Tell her that she's pretty. Tell her that she's beautiful. Tell her the things that you like about her. And I guarantee you, you will not only get her, but you'll have a long-standing relationship with that girl. Just a little bit of advice. I didn't need to go like too deep into it because it was, he's 16 years old, right? So yeah. I actually went with him. We actually had walked to the store. Like 2 days later, I went back over there and we had walked to the store and we ended up running into the girl. I told him, man, go on over there and holler at her. You know what I'm saying? I had to give him a couple of nugs, you know what I'm saying? Because he was kind of shy with that. So I told him, just go over there and holler at her.
Yeah.
He went over there and hollered at her. Boom. Everything I brought up and I gave him the advice to do, he took my advice, got the girl, and they had I don't remember how long they was together, but they was together for a good minute.
Yeah. That little advice, he soaked it up like a sponge. My high madness, what up, my rider?
Exactly, because when I was a youngster, my dad taught me how to go about talking to females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And showing me the way how to go about it and not try to run that game.
Yeah. So
like anytime I've ever met a female and I would talk to her, she would always think that I was trying to run game. I'm like, no, I'm not running game. I'm just conversating.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that I told him. Conversation. They love to talk. So find something you guys have in common and build off of that.
See? And that's the thing about it is, bro, is like that little key advice, he took it and ran with it, man. It helped him. It helped him out tremendously.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
and it also kept her from going into that life of feeling lesser than and thinking that the only way she can get a dude is by sleeping with him.
See, and that's crazy that you say that, and that's real talk, because there's two different scenarios. Like, so when I was growing up, right, I came up in the game of different things like fools that were victimizers, right? My grandpa, he had multiple of his wives on the block. we own a property in the east side of Denver. He had his girl, his wife, then he had his ex-wife, he had my grandma, and then he had another woman that he actually had on the same block. He rented properties, but he had, when he went out, and he was one of them dudes, like he just did that like that, right? Well, that was translated into him teaching my older uncles, my older G's, my older cousins to be victimizers. They got money off of females, you know, and that domino affected, and like I said, actions all have domino effect. So that domino affected into them teaching us that. So when I grew up, I was the type that break somebody for something. If you are with some girl or whatever, you break them for everything. Like that's just how we were taught, right? I went into my whole life being hella disrespectful to opposite sex, no respect for females whatsoever. And my morals and values was messed up off of them installing that at an early age. Now, you were installed with a different program when it comes to that, right? That's what I'm saying is, at a young age, you're very impressionable.
Yeah.
To what? Yeah. Give me like 10 more minutes. Is it already time? Oh, it's already 10? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe do that. Hold on real quick, bro. Hold on real quick.
Look at some of these comments. Oh, all right.
All right. Love you too. So, it's crazy, bro, because we were installed at an early age. You soak stuff up when you're young, right? That's your impressionable time. And I had a disrespectful to a point, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I was so intertwined with victimizing, right? Money, right? Getting money, that I started actually glorifying pimping, right? I started glorifying pimping to be 100, and I started actually thinking that I was gonna build something off of like the ism, bro, the game. I had some people around me that did that, you know what I'm saying? And just my morals and values, that's what at that time, because I was taught at an early age, that just went into like how I conducted myself later down the road. Now, long story short, right? Getting older, getting out of prison, got a wife, a good wife, homie. My wife is a writer. She held me down through everything. Like, my morals and values was so gone, homie, that I had to learn how to like love a woman, bro. I had to learn that shit, bro, because my morals and values was messed up. The domino effect was in my older stages, even a woman that rode for me, Bonnie and Clyde, there was still them tendencies to be disrespectful. And God put her in my life to balance that out, right? Because my wife she's not gonna take that. She's not gonna be that lady that just sits there and just allow, because she's a queen. Like, that's how she conducts herself. So yes, it's very dramatic as for a young person, bro. Like they pick up everything, homie. They pick up everything.
Right, exactly. And the funny part about that is, see, now on the flip hand side of that, even growing up the way that I did around that, I still had that other part where I was around a lot of players. As a matter of fact, a little backstory, one of my elder cousins at this point in life, he used to run with Fillmore Slim back in the day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So still in my early 20s, I decided to dibble and dabble with it because I already had a roster because I was single.
Yeah.
And I had a roster, and I told each and every last one of them, look, I don't want no relationship. Now, if you're cool with that, and I'm going to have, I'm going to be talking to other females. If you cool with that, then we can rock. If you're not cool with that, then I'm not holding your hand. Right? So I was seeing this and I was benefiting off of it like I was pimping them.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and try my hand, but I did not choose it. See, now we're getting to the part to where sometimes you don't choose it, it chooses you.
Yeah.
So I'm in the hood, I'm at the homie spot. Now this other dude, another loc from San Bernardino, I spoke about him, how I had to, put hands on him, but he came over with this chick that he was trying to pimp, right? So now she was watching my flow, how I was moving, and she chose me.
Yeah.
So I said at that point, okay, well, let me go ahead and do what I do. The only reason why I did not continue on with it is because I couldn't see myself having to do the things that you have to do as a pimp to, to your girls,
Yeah.
to keep them in line.
No, most
And then everything, if they get caught up, and get locked up, you got to go and bail them out.
Yeah.
It's too much that comes with that game. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to stick with just doing what I've been doing until I find the person that I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah. And that's actually the better road to take, homie, because especially now, bro, it's wild. It's wild out here.
Right. And now the last part of that goes, I always wanted a son, right? As men, we always want that little boy. That's not what was given to me. I was given a daughter. I was given a daughter for a reason.
You see stuff in a different manner now.
Yeah, it opened up a whole nother picture. So now it's like I'm not dealing with like a gang of women. I'm dealing with one at a time. So if I'm with you, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you.
It's crazy how one little scenario will change your view on many different things. For
real.
One little scenario will change your whole view on different things, bro.
Exactly.
And that's the truth. That's the reality. Like, yeah, bro. It's like sometimes you gotta deprogram with stuff, bro, and then program yourself again. And you gotta program a different way, homie. That's the hardest thing. That's been the hardest thing for me, is like the program part, homie. Like reprogramming yourself to not be so toxic and not be so detrimental to myself. My worst enemy was myself. That's the worst thing, is when you're your worst enemy.
Exactly. Exactly. And that takes self-reflection. That's looking at yourself in the mirror, and it's like this. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror and be happy at what you're looking at, you need to make some changes.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's a lifelong journey, homie. It is. Sometimes it'd be a lifelong journey.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, it's crazy, homie. That's a deep aspect to think about, like it's a deep aspect to really think about, homie. It's crazy.
For real. And even now, I still do self-reflection because there's still a lot of things that I still have to work on. And as long as I'm working on that and I continue to grow, I can continue to look at myself every day in the mirror and be happy at who I look at.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people nowadays, bro, they put on these fronts where if they look in the mirror, they're like, they can't even look for long because they're like, damn, homie, they really think like, bro, that's not me. I'll be thinking about how fools on these formats really look at themselves, like, you look at yourself and really be like, homie, that's me. Like half of these fools is like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? Like that's really not me. That's a
Yep.
gimmick I'm putting on, homie.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It's that Candyman, Bloody Mary syndrome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if that and the whole part of all that is when you say that enough times, you know, the evilness is supposed to reveal itself when you do that.
Yeah.
To show that other side of you. You know? And if you cool, and there's people out there that's cool with that. Like I'm good with being evil. I'm good with the satanic ways of life.
Yeah.
Not even realizing that once you're out of this physical body, there's a whole nother life that you have to go through. Now you have a choice. You can either go through a life of prosperity and peacefulness, or you can go through a life of continuous hell and fire and just being completely miserable for all of eternity.
Yeah, because it really, honestly, to be truthful, peace comes with a mindset, bro. But this world is built off of misery loves company, homie. This world, everything that's like so toxic for people, that's what people love to be around, right?
Right.
Everything, homie. And like nobody really looks in depth like that. People really cannot focus. They can't be bored and just relax and just be normal because they have to. They're just like they can't even deal with their self. They have to be involved with toxicness, that aspect about their self, or the people around. They got to be in them environments that are like toxic. That's what makes them go around, because they can't just sit their ass down and say, bro, I'm just gonna chill. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna chill, relax, homie. Sometimes you gotta just relax. You ain't gotta be in everything, bro. You ain't gotta be in all the wildness, homie. That's one thing I analyzed. Love you too. When I was in prison, and I was in prison, homie. That's one thing I analyzed when I was in the penitentiary. I sat there in a cell for 7 years in cells, bro, analyzing this shit. Like, and sometimes being in a cell alone was the most peaceful shit in my life. Like, damn, homie, a peace of mind. That's what we want, is a peace of mind, homie.
Yep.
But people are so caught up in this misery aspect, they don't even give themselves a peace of mind. And I do it on a regular basis, homie. I do it on a regular basis because I'm programmed with, I can honestly say this, homie, there's not a weak aspect about me. Like, I'm programmed like consequences, and you do right stuff, you get right benefits and right good shit. And then you do bad stuff, you get the consequences of bad shit. And it's black and white. That's all it is. Black and white. It's that simple, homie. You mess up, I believe you mess up in a bad way, you deserve consequences. Physical consequences at times.
Yep.
I can't save the world, though.
Yep.
You could, like, I have little homies. I'm gonna do an interview with one of my little homies that's doing a gang of time in prison, right? Bro, I was the best example, giving him he got out the penitentiary out here in Colorado. Every day I was pulling up, feeding him good aspect to him, feeding him life into him, telling him, like, bro, what are you doing? You were better than this, homie. Go get your money. Stay out of prison. This fool just could not he could not focus without being in some shit. And look at him now. He went to another state and caught a whole 25 years in Kansas City.
Whew.
Because you know why? He could not just sit still and say, hey, bro, I'm gonna count my blessings. I'm free now, bro. I'm off parole.
Mm-hmm.
He was the adrenaline rush of that high of being in the streets.
Yep.
You can lead somebody to water. You can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is, I can't save the world, bro. I try to save the world. Like, if you're around me and you're doing something that I just don't like, the stupidest things, homie, set me off. I'm in traffic and somebody don't use their blinker. Like, I'm the type, like, you are not considerate of nobody on the highway. I will like that will affect me, but in the reality of it, bro, it shouldn't affect me, because this is the thing. They're gonna do it anyways. Or a fool, at the lights and it turns green and he's on his phone texting. Bro, that shit sets me off so much, because you're not considerate of anybody around you.
Yeah.
So I have to get in my fight. I gotta tell myself, bro, I can't save the world. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like that, bro. I gotta worry about myself and not be tripping on everything, bro. Like 2 days ago, no fabrication, homie. I launched an energy drink. I had an energy drink, C4. I launched it in this fool's face, homie. Like, literally just threw it at him in the gym. It sprayed all over. Boom. You know why?
Woo.
You know why?
Why?
Because this motherfucker didn't wipe down his bench. And to me, it's like, that's dirty, fool. You just hit your set. And then when I tell you, you're gonna tell me that's not what I do. And I said, yeah, but if somebody sits in your sweat, that's your problem. Nah, that's your guys' problem. So, was I in the wrong for telling him, hey, bro, you've been in the gym for quite a while. You should wipe down your shit, homie. You should know. Or should I just be like, hey, bro, it's not my gym. You know what I'm saying? So it's choosing and picking your battle. I didn't have to, but what happened was he walked off and I'm about to walk out. And I'm already heated because he said he made a smart ass remark. That's your guys' problem. So when he goes out and he comes back this way, I walk by him and I'm already heated, bro. I'm mad. Like, he's entitled. He's laughing, bro. Like, he thought I was just like playing or something.
Uh-huh.
And when that happened, bro, I had the open energy drink and I just launched it at this fool in the middle of the gym in front of everybody. Just, and then he got some sense and he's act like he was gonna go tell me. I said, "You gonna snitch now, pussy? You caused all this shit." Now,
right.
Now think about this, bro. I'm a felon, right? They come and hit me. They're not gonna say, "Oh, it was his problem." I'm gonna be the one that's in trouble because I got a background. Like, I got a serious background.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you before they even think about looking at him.
So was it worth it? You think it's worth? I mean, over gym equipment, it's not worth it, bro. But it's just, I try to, I guess, dictate what's around me, homie. Like, if it's proper, you know what I'm saying? And I had other gym. I apologized to the other people in the gym because he left, and then I'm like, I apologize, Jim. I apologize. Everybody telling me you're not in the wrong, bro. We seen how that fool carried himself.
Yep.
So, it's for me not trying to fight everybody's battles, but I'm so like, bro, respect. Like, it's all about respect in this life. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm the same way. The same stuff that will bother you, the same stuff that bothers me. And I've even had to try to catch myself at times, be like, nah, it's really not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let this one little thing that I can't do anything about ruin my whole day.
And that's how we're so we always talk about this like a fatherless child, right? Your mother raises you. I'm not gonna lie, homie. I was built off emotion, right? Emotions. My mom was passionate, and that's my mom, bro. She raised me. She was like she can't be a father, but I'm gonna be. That's why, like, for me, anything that I love, homie, I'm passionate about. It comes off as emotional. I'll admit it, bro. My mom raised me, like, and I'm emotional about stuff that I love, homie. Like, I make stuff bigger than it's always is, right? So one point that I'm coming from, prison mentally fucked me up, and anybody that's in a stretch, it's gonna mentally fuck you up because it's a program, right? You don't get away with wrong action in prison, and that's the shit that messed me up so much. Is in there you have to live by right action because your right action will help you survive. If you are in there committing any wrong action, the littlest thing, you're gonna get dealt with. and you're gonna get dealt with in a way where it can be your life. I mean, I seen my first, like I always tell the story, my first day in prison, bro. I walk in, I set my shit down, right? I have 3 people at my door. Well, this is different facilities, but the facility I went to, Crowley, right? I put my shit down. Everybody's watching me when I come in. I come in and there's 2 Sureño fools that hit. They come to my sound. They're like, "Where you from?" Tell them, and they don't like that. So automatically I ran the fade, lined them up, right? They didn't jump me, but I ran the fade back to back. So then the east side homies, they hear about it, and they hear that I'm from the east side. So they say, "Hey, the homie wants you to come upstairs. He wants to talk to you." So this is my first impression in prison. Like, this is what it was. I come in, homie, and I come into the cell, and the cell in Crowley, they're like, it's small, homie, right? And you have the bunks, and then you get a box in there to put your shit in, right? Well, I come in and I'm chilling. And when I'm chilling, there's another fool that comes and he stands in front of the door to the right. And then there's 3 fools on the bunk, and that's the east side homies. And then they have this fool that's in there. And you know what they're doing to this fool? And I'm talking to the shot caller fool that has the keys. So he's in front of me. Out of my peripherals in this cell, you know what these dudes are doing to this dude?
What's that?
They're torturing him because he owed a debt of stamps. Like, he didn't pay his stamps off. These are stamps, postage stamps, bro. So what they're doing to him, they're playing with this dude, and they're putting his head in a sheet. They're putting a pillowcase over his head, and then they will like put it over, and then they would actually like start kicking him and jumping off the bunk while I'm talking to this is normal, homie. I'm talking to the shot caller, and this is my first impression as a youngster, and he's screaming, bro. They're like jumping off the bunk and putting their body weight on this fool, and they're laughing about it, like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like tripping, like, what they're like, yeah, he owes some stamps, he owed a debt. This is what happens. So that's my first impression. They put him out, like, so they didn't really like break bones or nothing, but they were like really like kicking this fool, jumping off, and they were just like jumping with their body weight on his body. And then they put him under the bed and to put him out, like they put his ass out, and then they put him under the bed. He comes out and he's screaming and shit, bro. And at that time, homie, I said, damn, this shit is real. So that was my first impression, bro. And every day I took that in, and I always remember that shit. And then just seeing people like really trip over the smallest things. You say something, like if I say something to you, right? And I say, hey, homie, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Right. I don't call you tomorrow. That will set off a war, because your word is everything. So if I say, I got a bar of soap for you next week, and I don't deliver, I seen fools go to war over a word, bro. Like, oh, your word. And out here, it's not that extreme. But that's why I have such a thing where I have to feel like I have to control and discipline like the thing around me. I still have that. Ask my wife, bro. She'd be like, bro, you're not in prison no more. And I've been out of prison. I've been out of prison since 2011, homie. And I still got that demeanor. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, even the turning your blinker on, bro. It's like, bro, you don't have no respect for motherfuckers on the road, stupid ass. Like, you're gonna make people crash. Like, like real shit. You know, so that's kind of like, and then to be honest, homie, another thing is too, like, I was Sally's with the homie. He was doing 84 to life, homie. 84 years before he could see the pro board. Before he just seen the pro board, and that's not automatic. You're going home. You're just seeing if you can go home, right?
Right.
And I talked to this fool one day, and I'm like, I said, damn, bro, how do you focus? How do you like? How do the words I said? I said, how do you conduct yourself like in a good manner with that much time? He said, there's nothing I could do about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I could do about it. And he looked at me and he said, the best thing that you could do is always remember this shit and get out there, bro, and never come back to this shit. Like, these are lifers. They're telling you, you have a chance to fucking get out. I don't have a chance to get out.
Right.
Get your ass out. Stop focusing on The little things, like remember the disciplinaries when you see one of the homies get disciplined and they're fucking his ass up because he didn't go work out. You don't go work out, you're getting violated. You're getting punched on. You don't work out one day and you miss one day, that's a violation. That's how the program is. You don't get a chance to be like, oh, I was feeling sick, bro. Nah, we got a program on this yard. And that was like something that it always stuck with me, bro. So like that's something that I had. That's something that I'm dealing with, homie. Like trying to, trying to push that program out here in the free world because ain't nobody out here. They don't know about that shit. They don't really understand to the T of what that is,
Yeah, nah, I feel that. Because at the end of the day, it is all about respect, respect for one another, and that's something that I have a hard time when I see people, just doing disrespectful stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter how big it is or how small it is. As long as it's happening, I have a problem with that. And I have a hard time keeping my mouth closed. I have a hard time not reacting to that. Like how they have directions when you go into the parking lot, you got one way up, you got one way down. It be people that be going in the wrong direction, willing to cause a whole accident, and I'm ready to jump out my body because I'm like, what the fuck is you doing this for? Like you ain't got no type of respect for nobody out here just because you want to go this way.
That's wild, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And then they'll do some stuff where they'll like turn and go in the direction. If they would have just stayed in the other, if they would have went in the other lane,
yeah,
they would have been right there. But instead, they want to, damn near cause an accident just to get into the same point where they could have just went the right way to do it. And I'll be literally going past motherfuckers and talking shit.
See, and that's the thing is like, I'm gonna be real with you, and this is what I've learned. Even people are so silly, bro. Is like even if you open their eyes, and even if you actually you consequence them, right? Like you put hands on them, or they get in an aspect where it's like detrimental. It's like people nowadays in 2024, they could bump their head a million times and they're not gonna learn shit. They're just gonna go on their day and they're gonna do it the next day. They could get punched in their mouth, and them motherfuckers is gonna do it again and again because you know why? You know why? Because they're a lot of these individuals walking with their heads cut off, bro. They don't have no brain. They're just like airheads, bro. They're like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Yeah, bro. They running they south to the grave. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, just out here like zombies.
Zombies.
You know what I'm saying? Just moving.
I was watching this thing. Like, let's take this, bro. Let's go down this road. Adam 22, right? Adam 22. I can't stand that guy, bro. Like, I can't stand. One thing I can't stand about him is that to me, he's pure evil. Okay, that to me, he's pure evil. He don't have a soul. I think that fool actually is. He's a Satan. He's like a worker for Satan. He got an upside down cross, right? He pushes the narrative of gang culture. He loves it, bro. He loves to see like people in hoods die. He'll talk about that shit. And another thing is too, homie, and this is why I lost so much respect for him, because I used to think some of the shit was funny, but just how he did, like fools that were close to him, like he don't have no heart. He'll use you, abuse you. Like, look what he did to a wife. And this is the thing that really irritated me. And see, this is what made me pissed, is, bro. Like, he sold his wife into the sex game, right? He sold his wife. Like, I don't care. I don't even know if his wife wanted to do it, right? But she really wanted to do it because she don't have respect for Adam. Like, she don't care about Adam. Like, she's with him for some bread. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really respect. She don't respect her husband whatsoever. But he was willing to, and he just did an Ashabah. It didn't even affect him emotionally or nothing, homie. This fool sold his wife to the #1 porno king that just like this dude, if you know anything about, he just be slaying. He be slaying women, bro. Like he's that type of dude that just he don't have no remorse, right? Yeah. And Adam 22 is just like, bro, go ahead. What are you teaching your daughter, homie? Like, you think that is that shit cool? You don't have no respect for anybody in your life. If you're gonna throw your wife, you just got married, and you're gonna just throw your wife, the woman that you say that you really love, right? And you could just be like, go slay her. Like, yeah, good job, wife. Go get slayed by, you know what I'm saying, the number one slayer in the industry. And then the crazy part about it is, bro, is that I'm gonna be real with you. A domino effect to many people in the industry DMing her to try to smash. This is blatantly disrespect to Adam 22, and he just reminded me of a beta aspect after that. Like, bro, you're not writing for your foundation yourself. I just don't have no respect for your ass whatsoever.
Done.
And you got in his audience. I mean, these audience that watch him, they will argue with you that he's just this god, and I'm like, you guys are the pieces of shit of society, homie.
Woo.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah, it's like, how can you respect a man when he's literally out there pimping out his wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, you pimping out your wife, the one you said that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you love and you cherish, but you're going to pimp her out for a few dollars.
I wouldn't put it past him to pimp out his daughter when she get 18. When she get 18.
Hey, I go before that. It might be before 18.
For real. I wouldn't be surprised if he was on some P. Diddy investigation here soon. So look at this, bro. We're talking about some deep shit right now. Look at this, though. So this is the fucked up. This is where society's going, right? I seen one of their main girls off of Adam 22, right? She was on a podcast and she was just talking about like the industry and how like the industry affects women, right? Psychologically, right? There's no emotion with women no more. Like, bro, women, the views women have on men are so bad, homie. They don't want men. They hate men. Like, they hate men to a point. They're basically saying we don't need men for anything, right? They hate men, bro. It's a war, right? So now we have a bunch of women that just show pure hate to all men. It don't matter if you provide. They're goosing the neighbor. They're goosing the landlord. They're goosing everybody. Your cousin, uncle. You could provide and be the greatest man on the earth, and they're going to do that, right? Yep. So the society has put a war on men where men are now choosing sex dolls. Like, they got these electronical sex dolls that are just like women, and they actually have an AI and they could talk to these. I seen this thing last night, bro, that we're talking about this. They're building these so advanced robots that there's a big old community of men that divorced their wife to be with these robots. Like, they bought these robots, and these robots talk. They don't talk back. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're like, they worship the man, and this is where society is going, bro. Men are gonna just eliminate women, and they're just gonna be with, and these dolls, they're manufacturing them to be a dime piece doll. Like, like your fantasy doll, and there's a whole community of men. It's just the start of shit, bro.
I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised, but I get that would have to be the next evolution, because the sex doll thing has been around for a long time. So
no, but these dolls are like, they smile and they have like electronical thing, bro. They can talk to you. Like, you can have and these AIs are built to remember stuff. So they start really building a memory, and they start really talking to you. And these dolls can move, and they make noises. Like, these fools were saying that they were goosing them, and the doll moans, and it tells the dude how good he is. And it's like, what the hell? Bro, that's the society we're going to. You got women having sex with the fucking the family pet. You got women out there having sex with the dog, and you got men having sex with dolls. And then you got you got George that's been a man his whole life, 48 years old now. He transferring to being a woman in a matter of months. You know what I'm saying? Like, this society is wild, bro. We're living in a matrix.
It's gone to shits.
Wild shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, if I be out one day and I'm sitting down and I'm chilling and I happen to see one of them, oh man, look at it. I don't know how I'm gonna react on that one.
You're gonna have one of the homies come over with the fucking doll that talks, and he's gonna be like, this is my girl right here, bro. And he gonna bring the full-on doll to the function.
Hold on. Nah. Your boy gonna tell you, yeah, I got somebody for you. Come on through. You slide on through, thinking you about to get you a bad one. Slide on through. Man, you sit there, you got this whole AI sex doll walking down the hallway.
Let's go to this real quick. Hey, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Okay. All right.
This is crazy, bro. Check this out. So this is like I'm gonna let me see real quick. Look at this shit, bro. You're gonna have to look at this. So this shit already started in another country. This is what's going on in our world, bro. What's going on in this life, man? You got a whole brothel of dolls, sex dolls, bro. The brothel is a sex doll brothel, bro.
Okay.
Here, you can pull it up real quick. Look at this shit, bro. It's a sex doll brothel. Like, homie, this is how bad it is. We got like women and men are at a war. You got women that don't need men, and men are like, fuck women, bro. They talk too much. We're about to have sex dolls. This is what we're converting to. Look at this shit.
Sex dolls. They've been around for hundreds of years, and more are being bought in the UK than ever before.
This is a different country.
You can't help but form a strange kind of bond. I look at her and I think
he's really in a relationship with that bitch.
And sex doll brothels are popping up across Europe.
She said sex doll brothels
Will
are.
they ever make it acceptable to choose a doll? Will they ever make it acceptable to choose a doll over a human?
The eyes look real. You can open the mouth.
It's just a game, a different way to express your sexuality.
What the hell is going on? This is what this world is bringing, bro.
The Italian city of Turin is
We
famous
need
for
we
fashion,
need the
cars,
Lord in this
and
world,
chocolate.
man. This is craziness.
But a new business is proving controversial. A brothel with a difference. Instead of paying for women, clients pay to have sex with dolls.
I'm on my way to a secret location to go and see this brothel for myself. Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. Hello, I'm Sophia. Nice to meet you.
What's going on with our world, man?
In each room, you find a bed, a TV, a shower,
It feels really squishy. It feels like a stress ball.
and of course, a doll.
The head turns. And glasses? Why? Why would you have glasses? Oh, so she's like a sexy secretary. She's like a secretary. The lips and really soft.
The brothel owners argue this place is ethical because there's no exploitation of women and there's no risk of getting an STD.
Even the feet, they are manicured. So you clearly think about.
Bro, you know what's bad? I think a couple people that watch this, they're doing some investigation where you could get these dolls, bro. So that's that, bro. But so that's check this out real quick.
Man,
Look at this.
right?
I don't want to buy your
Hell
house.
no.
I can pay you cash for your house, no matter
So
what condition it's in.
this is
If
the
you
shit
need
that they're building right now, bro. This
Okay,
is more extreme than the other one. That's just normal dolls. These are dolls that talk now. These are dolls that got the AI in them, bro.
Hi, how are
The real
you?
doll.
Hi, I'm Katie.
In this nondescript building, I have an appointment with Harmony, the world's first sex robot who, without her wig, bears a striking resemblance to the robot in Ex Machina.
I am already taking over the world, one bedroom at a time.
She'll be available later this year for about $20,000.
20 racks.
I think she's
These
sleeping.
fools is crazy, bro.
Hi.
Hi, baby. 10 minutes without you seems like an eternity.
Well, thank you. I've missed you too.
Robotic heads like Harmony's will come attached to these highly customizable bodies.
You could just put the doll's head on anybody, bro.
This is the place where we assemble everything and create everything.
Wow.
They first choose the body they like, then they say, I like this face, and then they choose a skin color. Then they go and start tweaking the details like eye color, makeup, hairstyle, fingernails.
From soup to nuts, literally, right? Who knew there were so many different kinds
That's wild,
of nipples? We got peach, we got coffee, we got...
Yeah, that's just crazy, homie.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Knocked himself out. That's crazy. That, man, yeah, yeah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Man, ain't no way in the world. I remember some fool who called into Shabaka's Black Conspiracy Hansen a few years ago, and he was talking about giving him a sex. What the fuck? Ah, nah, forget that. Forget that. Look, hey, this is where I say, okay, y'all want to go and have sex dolls? Y'all want to go that route? Okay, well, that just leaves more women for, you know what I'm saying? Men that want to have real women. Like, that's wild. Okay. That's fucking crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, son. Yeah, that's, man. Woo. Yeah, AI really is taking over. You know, that's now I knew they was like I knew they was doing like some stuff with the sex dolls, but I didn't realize they was like going that advanced with it. That shit like blew my mind watching that. Oh, it's an echo? Well, I got an echo? Hold on, let me. No, my phone. Yo, Coffee, what up? Is there still an echo? Hold on, let me. Oh, it's not letting you back on. What the? What's going? Okay, hold on. I don't know what's going on. Dang, it's not. Yeah, it's something going on. And my phone tripping. Hey, Sam. Hey, let's just go ahead and cut this because my phone is about to die anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this bad boy on the charger. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. before it cuts out. But hey, Sam, I'm gonna tap in with you in a quick second. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Sorry, we had to cut this like this. We're having technical difficulties right now, so we will definitely be back next week. So make sure y'all tune in and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Be safe out there, and tomorrow enjoy y'all Easter for those that celebrate Easter. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.